Hello, my name is METİN ARIDAŞIR. This is seventh part of explanation my theory. In this video, I will emphasize the formula which is mine, which I put forward. Remember, this is our meta sensation perception matter. My empty page, once upon a time. But partly, I guess, I have filled that page. This is my book, new published in Turkish and in English. I show you my book because of I may quote from its pages something. Don't ask which is the source. It's my source, my book, my writings. Remember, I have put forth this formula. Vc, linear velocity, equal vçn, remember, equal n multiplied by 2 pi multiplied by c. How did I found that formula? And remember this linear velocity. Remember, in meta sensation perception matter, there are intrinsic, immanent, cyclical, regular, frequently happening motion forms, which I named free or atom type electron motion forms. Shortly, electron motion forms. We don't know, I don't know, when these motions have started in metasensation perception matter. Maybe they are from eternity, they are through eternity. We don't know, I don't know. But it is certain, I guess, this is motion form, and inside of metasensation perception matter, this kind of motion arrows cannot maintain as this. They always reverse by effect, reaction effect of, as if a kind of, I don't know now, but I will put forth the name, reaction of, as if pressure of, not pressure, meta-sensation perception matter. If motion arrow not much intense, pressure or meta-sensation perception matters, reactions not much. At the rate of electron motion forms, motion arrows intense, intensity, meta-sensation perception matters, reaction to that motion forms to make it reverse and to make it electron motion form sphere. At the rate of this intensity of motion arrow, pressure, a kind of as if pressure of meta-sensation perception matter is increasing. I beg your pardon. Now, here, a motion arrow, intrinsic, immanent inside of meta-sensation perception matter. I don't think this kind of motions for universe first pusher outside of universe with a kind of God hand. I don't know. I don't interested in with that. It has some intensity, okay? X intensity, we say. And at the rate of this intensity, reaction of meta-sensation perception matter and go back, reverse. This is first spherical shape, electron motion form, and this first cycle has a vç, linear velocity, okay? Now, this motion arrow from now on has a wavelength, okay? Vertically or horizontally. Lambda, don't forget that. You see? Now again. Here, electron motion form, but in meta-sensation perception matter, there is no straight arrow, okay? Always this motion arrows curved as spherical waves, spherical motion forms as wave sources. Here, a motion arrow. It has x intensity, okay? And at the rate of x intensity of this motion arrow, a kind of pressure or reaction, more force. It has more force and reverse this motion forms like this and okay. Reverse. From this point to this point. Now, look at as a photographic picture now. Okay. At the intensity, at the rate of this intensity, motion arrow length as lambda as wavelength, vertically and horizontally, lambda, or like this. Whether which angle, it's not important. Lambda, same. Axis, okay. If motion arrow's intensity is higher than former, increasing at the rate of this motion arrow's intensity, reaction of meta-sensation matter, meta-sensation perception matter, arrow will be shorter. Lambda wavelength will be shorter. Here. Will be shorter. Okay. Smaller intense motion arrow at the rate of smaller reaction of meta-sensation perception matter, greater axis, okay, greater lambda, but first cycle, wait a moment, okay. Intensity of motion arrow X greater than intensity of motion arrow Y because of lambda X smaller than lambda Y. Please don't forget this. Yes. How about my vçn equal? I hope you see. I hope I can arrange it. Equal n.2π.c. This is my formula of intrinsic, cyclical, regular, frequently happening motion form, electron motion form of meta-sensation perception matter. From outside we cannot see that directly. Indirectly we can touch with some tools, but we can't see that directly, as we can see the light waves directly. Here. Okay, as a sphere, think of that. First cycle and first linear velocity, Vg, okay? In meta-sensation perception matter, there is no friction. There is no density concept. There is no friction concept because of it is absolute plenum, fullness. Now, how did I put forth this mind formula? This is first cycle. Okay? And this cycle, first cycle, come in, remember, this is the direction of, this is our motion form. From now on axis at lambda wavelength, and horizontally and here lambda. This electron motion form, first sphere, has a wavelength from now on. But yes, it has wavelength. How? It will repeat itself. How? This is first cycle. This is n equal 1 Vc here. Okay. And number of waves, spherical motion waves. Now, this is arrow motion's direction. Reversed, again, coming inside of it, and plus. First motion has a linear velocity, remember. Then, this second cycle will be added this. Vg plus Vg. Then, same wavelength, like this. Second cycle. This is second cycle, n equal 2. And its linear velocity will be 2 Vg. Spherical, think of spherical, okay? Again. Now, this is first cycle. This is our motion arrow. Has lambda, wavelength, lambda, basically wavelength, okay. First cycle n equal 1, Vg. Okay, then come in. First cycle was n. First cycle has only Vg linear velocity, but second cycle Vg of axis plus new Vg equal to Vg. Second cycle n equal to 2 Vg. And greater linear velocity twice linear velocity twice lambda, and again coming third cycle 3 Vg plus 3 Vg, 3 linear velocity added, and at 3vc velocity 3 lambda, and each one lambda, repeating. Each one of cycle has same lambda, same wavelength, and these phases are going on now. Think of in three-dimensional, okay? Now, according to my theory, each repeating cycle, okay, here, I beg your pardon, I must be quick for time. Here, first cycle, but think of three-dimensional. First cycle, and Vc, n equal 1, and lambda, wavelength, lambda, axis, okay? And come in, first cycle, added linear velocities, lambda, lambda, okay? And third, this is n equal to 2vc, 2 linear velocity. Third, vc, n equal 3. Okay. Go on like this. Go on like this. According to my theory, each repeating cycle of an electron motion form at a certain r radius, r here lambda wavelength, okay? R equals lambda here, was corresponding to a wave step in unit time, and in every circumstances, while the electron motion form as a source was not relocating, whether lambda or radius, what it is, the velocity of this step was also the velocity of light. And in fact, angular frequency of each one of and spherical wave was frequency of light waves. Okay, I will explain now. I quoted from my book and my page, my book. Okay. Don't confuse, please. Yes. Eventually, to which n equal 1, n equal 2, n equal 3, lambda, lambda, or we say radius, but we say lambda. Okay. Eventually, according to my theory, r radius in, remember, there is linear velocity formula. Yes. Okay. This is normal linear velocity formula. But here R, we will write this lambda, okay? I must open a space for writing this. Yes. Normally, there is a formula, linear velocity equal, yes, wait a moment. This is angular velocity. This is radius. Radius meaning here lambda, wavelength. Okay. And okay. This is angular velocity formula, 2 pi divided by period, t. Okay. Yes, angular velocity. This part, 1 divided by t, is frequency. Okay. I beg your pardon. This is linear velocity formula. This is radius, angular velocity, linear velocity. Now, and angular velocity formula is 2 pi divided by frequency. Here, this is frequency, 2 pi frequency. Now, radius is here, lambda, okay. Linear velocity is equal to angular velocity multiplied by lambda. Angular velocity formula here, 2 pi frequency multiplied by lambda, linear velocity. Okay. C equal remember, C equal frequency multiplied by lambda. Okay. It means frequency equal C divided by lambda, and this is frequency. V equal 2 pi multiplied by C divided by lambda, again multiplied by lambda. Cancel. And this is final. Linear velocity is equal 2 pi C. Yes. Linear velocity equal 2 pi c. First cycle, but each repeating cycle, we add new lambda. Okay. First lambda, lambda, lambda. Repeatedly. This is frequency. New wavelength occurring frequency. Light frequency. For each number of cycle. Cycle number of each cycle. N is number of cycle. N is number of cycle. Okay. Because of that, here vçn equal n multiplied by 2 pi c. This is my final formula. Again. For first cycle, lambda, motion arrow. Okay, first sphere. I showed you Vc, linear velocity of that first cycle is 2 pi c. Okay. But second, third